is it? You saucy.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Coach KoKo back again with another video. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things fitness, nutrition, health, and wellness. And I want to say welcome back, y'all. If you have been here before and if you are new, welcome to you. And I hope that you will stay. And if you enjoy the content, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. And guess what, y'all? We have reached the threshold of 500 subscribers. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, and just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and who has joined the community. It is definitely growing at a very rapid rate. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting. If you have been watching the videos, doing the workouts, commenting, liking the videos, sharing them with family and friends, thank you. And if you haven't yet, it's time for you to jump on board too. Y'all, we got some pretty good content, and I'm just excited that I'm going to be able to bring even more content, more value to the channel. And I just hope that you all stick around, and I look forward to bringing some good videos, some good fitness and nutrition advice, more workouts, of course, because everybody loves the workouts. And yeah, y'all, just thank you again. So in honor of crossing the 500 subscriber threshold, I thought today I would do a Q&A so you can just get to know a little bit more about me. And also I have some questions that people had about fitness and nutrition, and yeah, I'm ready to answer those and tell y'all a little bit about myself and my own personal fitness. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. I got my questions here because y'all know I can't remember nothing, but I do got the questions here, and we're just gonna start off with number one, which was, how did you start your fitness journey? So that's a very good question. I'm gonna give you the short answer today because I'm actually going to hold off on that larger answer for a future video where we're going to talk specifically about my whole fitness journey and how I got to where I am today as a personal trainer. But for right now, I'm just going to let y'all know the short story was I just got tired of being fat, y'all. Like, for real, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I got tired of being fat. I got tired of having chest pains. I got tired of not looking the way that I wanted to look in my clothes, and I just wanted to be the best version of me possible. So I decided to do something about it. I started the Insanity workout back in 2019 with Sean T. Y'all know about the Insanity. Most of you have heard of that. And yeah, I started doing that program, my husband and I completed the program. And once I completed that program, I was pretty much hooked to fitness, and I couldn't get enough of it, and I started wanting more and more, and then it led on to me just wanting to be a personal trainer because I wanted to help other people to feel the way that I felt. And so that's basically it in a nutshell. And I think I said 2019, and I meant to say 2018 because that's actually when I started the Insanity program. But yeah, so I've been going strong since 2018, haven't looked back, and here I am today. Again, y'all, stay tuned for the long version of that story when I do an about me video, and we're going to talk all about my personal fitness journey and my personal trainer journey and my maybe soon to be bodybuilding journey. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to go on to the next question, which is, what do you do when you're not seeing results? All right, so what I do when I'm not seeing results, and I'm telling you, from my experience, and also what I would advise anybody else to do would be to please step away from the scale. So, the reason why I say that is because, for one thing, scales, sometimes the numbers do lie, and your body does fluctuate. So, and that's just from a day-to-day perspective. One day you can be, let's say 150 pounds, and then the next day you might not have done anything different, and you might be 153 pounds or 148 pounds, and the scale can usually fluctuate, 4 or 5 pounds in either direction. So what you want to do is to get out a tape measure and start measuring inches and see if you've lost anything in inches. Also, another good way to kind of measure your results is to start trying on clothes. See how your clothes fit. Do they fit looser? Are they fitting better? Are things starting to look better on you? And then the third and final way to measure your results besides the scale would be to just take some pictures, take comparison pictures. And I would say start off on day one with your day one pictures, and then maybe a couple of months down the line, take some more pictures, probably the same poses, wearing the same thing, and see if your body has changed any. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not that you're not getting the results, it's just that you're just looking to the scale for the results. And the scale can lie, y'all. You can gain muscle, and a lot of people say that muscle weighs more than fat. I'm not going to get into that whole argument. We know that's not true. Muscle does not weigh more than fat, but the truth of the matter is that muscle is more dense than fat, so it takes up less space. So for instance, I weigh more now than I did this time last year, and I know for a fact that I look completely different than I did this time last year. So it's just that my body composition is changing, and I am gaining more muscle and burning more fat, and that muscle is taking up less space, which makes me appear as smaller. So I would say, now if you've done all of these things and you still, you actually are not getting results, or you're actually gaining weight and you didn't want to gain weight, then the next thing that I would say to do would be to check what you're eating. Make sure that you are eating whole foods, and that your diet is nutritious, and that you are getting all of the nutrients that you need to be getting. Make sure that check your portion sizes. Make sure that you're not eating too much, and also on the flip side of that, make sure that you are eating enough. So a lot of people have never heard of that, but yes, you actually could be not eating enough, and you want to make sure that your body is getting enough nutrients and getting all of the calories that it needs in order to perform at its best self when you're exercising. So you need that energy. You need an ample amount of calories in order to be able to do the proper type of workout that's going to help you to burn the right calories, if that makes any sense. All right, so number 3 is working out in the morning better? Well, that depends. And what that depends on is you. So everybody's different. Some people are morning people, and they are at their best in the morning. Some people are not morning people, and they need a little minute. So for me personally, my best time to work out, that I really feel like I get the best workout, is like super early in the morning. I'm talking about like 6 o'clock in the morning. That's just when I'm at my best self. That's when I have my most my best energy. Now my husband, he's the complete opposite. He does not like working out in the morning at all. He has to have like a full out breakfast, and he has to actually, he needs that time in the morning to charge up. So he prefers to work out like in the afternoon or the evening. And since we work out together, we got to kind of compromise that. So we usually go like like mid-morning or like early afternoon. Sometimes if time is not on our side, then we have to work out in the evening, which isn't always the best for me, but hey, sometimes you just got to get it in when you can. So that's another thing too. When do you have time to work out? Some people work very early and they're not able to work out early in the morning. Some people, so it's best for them to work out in the afternoon or in the evening. Some people, hey, if you're a person where your schedule doesn't allow, that's why they have 24-hour gyms. Some people are working out 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. So just whenever is convenient for you and whenever is going to be the best time for you to have your most energy. But the important thing is just get it in when you can. No excuses. All right, so the next question, I guess, kind of goes along with that is how long do I need to work out for? Again, that is something that really is going to depend on some different factors. It's going to depend on your fitness level. It's going to depend on what type of training you're doing and what intensity level you're training at. So, for instance, if you are doing weight training, that type of session is going to usually it's going to fall anywhere from maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, just depending on what you're working on, what your workout plan is. But it's going to take a little time because you are going to want to allow some rest time in between your sets. So yeah, therefore, and I said like a half an hour, but it's probably gonna be more of a minimum of 45 minutes for a good weight training session. Now, if you're doing HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, that's gonna be a little bit different. You can get a good HIIT workout in sometimes 15 or 20 minutes. If you don't have a lot of time, that's all you need, because it's more high intensity. It's gonna be at a faster pace, so you can get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time. And shameless plug for those of you all who don't know, my channel is full of HIIT workouts. That's what we do here, and most of my workouts are going to be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere in between that range, but you're going to be able to get a good burn and burn some good calories during that time. If you're doing some Tabata, that's even shorter. A good Tabata session, you can get one of those in for 8 minutes. So it just really depends. Steady state cardio, you're gonna be going a little bit longer in order to burn optimal calories. So steady state calories, steady state cardio, you're gonna be doing for at least 30 minutes to an hour, just depending. So that's my answer for that. Again, it just really depends on what program you're doing, what kind of training, and what level of fitness you're at. All right, so number 5, the question is, do I need to work out every day? And the answer to that is no, because you're not supposed to work out every day. Y'all, you want to give yourself at least a day of rest, so that your muscles can recuperate and you can come back stronger. So I would say, as far as how many days to work out, well, that depends as well. So if you're brand new to working out, I would say you would want to maybe start off at 3 to 4 days. And then once you get a little bit more used to working out, then you can move that up, to about 4 or 5 days. And when you get to a good level of working out, I say, hey, move that on up to 6 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week at the most. And that's what I do. I work out 6 days a week. But yes, give yourself that one rest day, because when you are working out, especially when you're lifting weights, you are literally tearing your muscle fibers. So you have to give those muscles a chance to heal and come back bigger and better. Basically, when you're lifting weights, you're breaking your muscles down to build them back up, if that makes any sense. And give yourself that rest time. Rest is going to be where the gains happen. All right, next question is, what type of workout should I do to lose weight? All right, so what type of workout? Some people are going to tell you to do HIIT. Some people are going to tell you to do weights. Some people are going to tell you to do steady state. You know what my answer is? You need all three. You need a good combination of high intensity interval training along with weight training. Yes, ladies, you need weight training, and also steady state cardio. A good combination of all three of these are going to give you everything that you need in order to build muscle and also change your body composition and burn fat all at the same time. And yeah, that's basically, that's the hard truth of it. You got to do all of it. All right, next question is, how long does it take to see results? Y'all, that just depends. It depends on you. First of all, it depends on what everybody's goals are different. Some people want to lose weight. Some people want to build muscle. Some people want to maintain. Some people want to lose weight while building muscle. So all of those things are going to factor into how long it's going to take you to see results. And also, everybody's different. Each person is different. It depends on how intense your workouts are. It depends on how you're eating and how well you are sticking to your nutrition plan. So it's going to be different for everybody. I would say, generally speaking, it's going to be about 6 to 8 weeks, to be completely honest. I know that's not the answer that y'all wanted to hear, because we live in this microwave society where everybody just wants everything quick, but you don't want things to go quickly for you. You know, the old saying goes, do you want it fast or do you want it good? I know me, I want it good. So I'm in it for the long haul. You know, I understand that this is not a marathon. This is a journey. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifestyle. If you treat it like a lifestyle, then you will have lifelong results. So yes, 6 to 8 weeks to start seeing results. I will say this, once you start seeing results, you're going to really start seeing them. But just look at it this way, you know, you didn't get to a place of, you know, unhealthiness in just 6 weeks. You know, for most of us, it took some years, maybe even our whole lives, to get to that point. So it's going to take a while for, you know, your body to reverse. And also, it's a mental thing. And, you know, as we know, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but it takes 21 days to even to form a habit. So look at it that way. It's going to take some mindset changes first and foremost in order for you to even get to the point to where you are on a steady pace of getting those results. So y'all, just be patient, hang in there. I know it sounds cliche, just trust the process. It's gonna happen, okay? You just gotta stick in there, and you gotta make sure that you give it some consistency. All right, the next question is, what's the best diet for losing weight, and what do you eat to get your results? All right, so there is no best diet for losing weight. Everybody's, you know, diet preferences and needs are different. The only thing that I would say that is the same for everyone, whether you're a vegan or if you want to do keto or if you want to be vegetarian or if you want to do intermittent fasting, whatever eating style you have, the one thing that remains the same is you want to make sure that you are eating as much whole foods as possible. This means non-processed foods, okay? So you want to be eating a lot of lean protein, and you want to make sure that if you are eating carbohydrates, that those are the complex carbohydrates. You want to cut out as much simple carbs as possible. You want to make sure that you're staying away from as much sugar as possible and keeping your diet as low sodium as possible. If you do those things, then you can't go wrong. Make sure that you are watching your portions, and also just make sure that, again, that you're eating enough and that you're not eating too much. So there's a balance in everything. And what do I eat to get my results? Well, my eating plan is basically, I don't deprive myself. I go on an 80-20 rule. Basically, 80% of the time I'm going to be eating non-processed foods. I'm going to make sure that I'm eating whole foods. I'm going to be eating as clean as possible. And then 20% of the time, y'all, I'm not going to lie. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm going to eat. I'm going to indulge and eat what I want to eat, but I know how to balance that out. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to deprive myself, because I know that if I deprive myself, then it's going to cause me to slip up and just go all the way left and not eat correctly at all. So I do want to make sure that I'm indulging and enjoying things and enjoying life. That's what life is about. It's about being able to enjoy yourself and have fun. But that's me. That's how I eat. You don't have to go by an 80-20 rule if you don't want to. You could do 90-10, or you can do 100% clean. That's completely up to you. But just make sure that you are, for the most part, keeping a balanced diet of whole foods mainly. And you want to make sure that you're getting your leafy greens in as well. Plenty of fiber to help keep everything moving along in the body and to keep everything going the way that it should. All right, y'all. So number 9 is, how much weight should I use? All right, this is a very good question too, and I see it a lot, especially like in fitness groups on Facebook and things like that. That really depends, y'all. That is something that is going to be each individual. It's going to be a difference between each individual person. So what you want to do is make sure you're measuring your level of exertion, okay, of perceived exertion. So on a scale of 1 to 10, when you're lifting weights, you want that perceived exertion to be somewhere at a 7 or 8 when you're lifting. So you want it to be challenging, not too challenging to where you're losing form. You want it to be just challenging enough to where you're able to keep your form and it still feels challenging. And then on that last 1 or 2 reps of that last set of the exercise is when you start feeling fatigue. All right, that's where you want to be. And if you're not feeling fatigued after the last couple of reps of the last set, then that means you need to up your weights. But your weight is going to be different. The weight that you use is going to be different on each body part as well. So for instance, when you're doing leg exercises, if you're on a leg machine, if you're doing anything with legs, it's going to be a lot heavier than what you're working with your shoulders. So it just depends on what you're doing. It also depends on how many sets you have, how many reps you have. And again, everybody's going to be different, but just make sure that when you are doing a certain movement, the important thing before you try to lift too much weight is that you have the correct form. That's going to be first and foremost. So when you're first starting out, you're going to start out a little bit lighter, and then you're going to work your way up. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about if somebody's looking at you at the gym. Don't have the lifting ego thing that some people have. They want people to think that they're lifting heavier, so they pick up a weight that's way too heavy for them. You want to make sure that you're going at your own pace and that you are challenging yourself though. So you don't want to go too light either. All right, y'all, so the last question is, how do I get rid of belly fat? Hey, y'all, somebody know the answer to that question, let me know. I'm just playing. No, but seriously, that's something that I am still working on myself. And the best answer to that is definitely nutrition. I know that you all have probably heard the term or the saying that abs are made in the kitchen, and they definitely are. So your nutrition, I should have turned this phone off. Your nutrition is going to play a big role in lessening your belly fat. So you want to make sure again that you are getting as much lean protein as possible, and that you're eating whole foods, staying away from sodium. That sodium can make us so bloated. And you want to make sure that you are eating as little processed sugar as possible. And as far as exercising, a good amount of cardio again and weight training and HIIT is going to be optimal for getting rid of belly fat as well. Making sure that you are drinking plenty of water and making sure that you are getting proper rest. Those things are going to help keep stress off the body, and as we all know, stress can increase belly fat. So we want to make sure that we're being as easy on ourselves as possible, we're getting that good rest, and that we are eating the proper things. So that's about it, y'all. That's the questions that I have for today, and I really appreciate you all joining me today about this topic. And make sure, if you like the content, that you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with people who you think may enjoy it, and I will be back again next week with another workout video. Woohoo! So looking forward to that. And just to let y'all know, we are going to be changing up a little bit. I've been doing workout videos every week, but switching it up a little bit to where I'll be doing the workout videos every other week, and we'll be having more sit downs like this. Going to be putting in a few vlogs, some reaction videos. So we're going to be doing all kinds of things, y'all, and we still got to get through the chakra vibes series, so that is coming as well. But yes, y'all, please give it a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.